Mike Welch coming to you from the Churchill Downs paddock, where in a few days things are going to be awful hectic as the Oaks and Kentucky Derby fast approaching. The theme for today's workout session, appropriately enough, being in Kentucky, I call it one and done, because like yesterday, we had one workout this morning, one Kentucky Derby worker, and that was Combatant as expected. He came out at 7:30, waited a little bit till some of the other action, and there wasn't a lot of action, frankly, out there anyway. And I thought he looked terrific today. He was full of energy, took a good run to the pole. It was a typical Steve Asmussen maintenance work 5 days before the race, but not so typical in the way that it went quicker than most of those usually go. You would have expected him to go around 51. Well, he was on the muscle, like I said, coming away from the pole. You could see right away he wasn't going to be any 51. He went 24 and change for the opening quarter and then came home in 49 and change. Lost his focus maybe a little bit nearing the wire, but I'm not worried about that. He galloped out pretty well again, and they ease him up into the turn on these maintenance work. So all in all, though, I liked what I saw from Combatant this morning. As far as the gallopers went, the Todd Pletcher quartet was out galloping for the first time since their work on Friday. Todd's regime is usually to jog them the next day, walk them the second day, and then go back to the track the third day, and that's exactly what happened today. As usual, Magnum Moon a little bit rambunctious, breaking off, and then settled into a good stride. He looked fine. I thought of the four of them, Vino Rosso certainly looked the best. He was full of himself this morning. The exercise girl, it's a good thing she had a good hold of him, because he would have tried to run off, I think, and wanted to do a lot more, and I take that as a positive sign coming out of that pretty good work last Friday. Just the others, just routine gallops this morning, and again, as we get closer, we're not going to see much more of that. But I like I said, the energy level on Vino Rosso. As for the fillies today, Coach Rock, she rocked again this morning, and Wonder Godot, so did she. Both had high energy levels. Coach Rocks, I thought, is doing extremely well here since I've been here for the last 10 days. I liked her sort of a maintenance work over the weekend, and then today coming back for the second day gallop, and I thought she was very strong, so that's a positive sign. And again, my Miss Lily, I can't say enough about how well she's been doing too. Tomorrow's a big day, though. Tomorrow we're going to get to see the California contingent for the first time, and some of the New York horses as well. Entice, Ferenz Fire, they should be on the track for the first time tomorrow, but everybody waiting to see Justify, of course. I'm not sure if he's going to do too much a day off the plane, but just to see him in person will be a big moment here, and then we'll watch him do a little more as we go on later in the week. Midnight Bassu, I believe, also will arrive tomorrow, go to the track, and she's expected to blow out a quarter mile here on Thursday morning, and if past performance is of any indication and you want to see it, you better get here very early. It's likely to come right after the track opens at 5:15. Mendelssohn, he gets here this afternoon, but unfortunately he has to be in quarantine for 48 hours. His first day on the track scheduled now for Thursday. So things are revving up. We'll have more and more horses to watch and report on as we get closer and closer to the Kentucky Oaks Kentucky Derby. And again, just stick right here. Great coverage from all my colleagues at DRF, at DRF.com and DRF Live.